Time now for today's Math in the News. All right, well, today, Math in the News, we are fortunate enough to have some guests in the studio. Carter, a repeat guest, how are you today?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. Nice to see you brought along a partner of yours in virtual enterprise today.
Yes.
Noor, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm excellent. So, what year in school are you?
We are both seniors in high school.
So you're both seniors, and you're both at the same school?
Yes.
Because that otherwise would be kind of difficult to do your virtual enterprise together. And where is it that you attend school?
Centennial High School.
Centennial High School, and you are a Hawk then? Mm-hmm. All right. So do you have plans for next year? Because I know your senior year, you probably already had plans when this year started as far as after school. So what are your plans for next year?
Yeah, so business law. I'm planning to have a career in law school, so that's my plan.
So business law?
Yes.
So the virtual enterprise is a nice stepping stone for you to get used to that.
Good experience.
All right.
Sure.
And Carter, you were here because of the the book vending machines that you had, right? And once again, remind everybody your plans when you're all through with school.
When I'm through with school, my goal is that I would like to get a degree in public policy, and I'd like to start my own nonprofit organization and eventually run for elected office.
Oh, there you go. Well, you know what? I'm glad that when you guys are through with school, you're going back to school, because that's one of the best things you can do. Just keep that education going right there.
For sure.
So today we're here to talk about your virtual enterprise and what is going on with that. So, Carter, how did this all start? Like, who developed this plan? What did you guys do to get started with all of this?
Yeah, so Virtual Business is an international program that happens at high schools all across the world, and Centennial just happens to be one of the schools that participates in it. Every year we make a mock business, and it goes into like this network of all the schools across the globe, and we all compete on different things, from our business plan to even our marketing strategies, and it goes all the way down to even our newsletter and our interview capabilities. Yeah. So.
Okay, so is it just one plan, one business per school, or are there other businesses at Centennial?
So it depends on the school. Centennial, we take a lot of pride in our VE program, so we actually have two businesses that are running. We have a junior class and we also have a senior class.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know some of the high schools, the other high schools do it also, but it seems like Centennial's always listed and one that you read about and things like that.
It's a nationally rating school, so we have big shoes to fill this year, but it's a great program for experience in the business world. You learn skills that you wouldn't normally learn in a traditional classroom.
So when did you, Noor, become interested in this? Because obviously you want to step into business law, but there must have been something that struck a nerve, let's say, earlier that made you want to get into this in the first place?
Yeah, so my family is involved with business. I was kind of born into that atmosphere, so my whole family, they own businesses.
Okay.
And then sophomore year, I heard about virtual enterprise, and that kind of sparked my interest in that. So I applied, and then I joined the junior class. So in the junior class, I was able to learn all the curriculum I needed for the senior class. And then in the senior class, I was able to earn the chief executive officer position.
Oh, so you're running the show now, huh? There you go.
So
Big boss.
Yeah, it's a great program. I've learned so much, and I'm still learning as we go. But yeah, it's a great program for sure.
All right. Well, I understand that you've got a program that you're going to kind of guide us through. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you've got.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Marova is our company for this year, and essentially it's a fashion subscription box, and inside the subscription box is a stylist curated outfit based on your body type, skin tone, and hair color. So each outfit is really individual to each client, and we aim to boost confidence and boost body positivity because we notice a lot of teenagers and young adults struggle with body image issues.
Okay.
So that was our mission this year with Marova. So I'll kind of walk you through what Marova is. Again, we want to empower teenagers and young adults to be more positive about their body because a lot of people do struggle with body image issues, and it's an upcoming issue. It's upcoming, and it's been around for as long as we can imagine. So that's something that we wanted to focus on this year, and we do that through a curated fashion experience. So we try to make it more lively and more fun. But yeah.
So what is Marova? Again, Noor kind of touched on it a little bit, but we are a virtual business company and we provide monthly subscriptions. So the idea is that we want to kind of remove the chore of shopping and make sure that we can curate outfits that are designed for the person and it goes straight to their door.
So instead of going out to a
Yeah.
store, they're doing it online, which a lot of people are doing anyway. And is it kind of aimed at a certain demographic?
Yes, so we are targeting teenagers specifically, and
Okay.
our kind of thought process behind this is that, you know, with the upheaval of like social media and just like societal stigma, we see that confidence for teenagers is at an all-time low. And clothing can play a really big factor in that, whether it's having the best new fashion or keeping up with the trends or anything like that. There's a lot of things that go into kind of curating what fits you fashion-wise.
And if they know something is designed for them, they'll feel better about themselves also, right? More
Exactly.
confidence, and this is what you want to bring out in the kids. All right.
Exactly. Yeah, so this is our team. We have a team of 22 employees, and each person has their own role. So I'm the Chief Executive Officer. Carter is our Director of PR. So he is making connections all throughout. He's already such a known person in Bakersfield, so that's one of the reasons I chose him for the position. But yeah, so he's been doing great. But this is our team, a team of 22 students.
So this is one of our boxes that we had to offer. We recently had an open house event, which was really exciting. A couple of different schools in Bakersfield we know do open houses, but this is not something that's required by VE. We decided to do it because it's a way to kind of gather our community together and as well as our school and kind of show them a little bit more about what VE is about. So as an example, this is a 4-month subscription that comes with an accessory pack. So I know that for the spirit of do the math, we can talk a little bit about the math. The $459, including in this 4-month subscription, on a typical subscription would be about $99 a month. And then we estimate that this box is approximately $70. So you're really making your money on it if you buy this box.
So who is setting the price at $459?
We have our class is split up into different sections. So we have an operations, we have marketing, and we also have finance. So our operations and finance teams kind of work together to make sure that these prices accurately reflect real life wholesalers and things like that. So they kind of came together to curate the perfect price.
Well, I was going to say, because I know you guys are seniors in high school and you're well aware of prices in
Oh, yeah.
the real world. But as you get older, you're also going to notice that there's always a 9 at the end of everything,
Exactly.
right? And there's
Yeah.
reasons for that. Now, you were talking about all the employees, 22 people at your business. So as a virtual enterprise, you have to pay all of these
Yeah,
people. So
payroll,
the
we do
money
have
that
to.
you are bringing in
Yes.
is from this
Yeah.
and anything else? And then how do you account for how much money people are getting paid?
Yes.
And is it different based on position?
Yeah, so it does vary based on positions, and our chief financial officer, so she goes through this whole process, and we do have to pay payroll every month, and in order to do so, we do have to sell these boxes, which is another reason that we do have the open house, is to get the company really started, and our projected sales price was $200,000 for the open house. That's what we wanted to hit to break even, and we ended up exceeding our sales projections, which was super exciting. We hit $245,000.
Money in the
And
bank.
that money that's coming in is how we are able to pay our employees that we have. So yeah, it is a simulation of how business would work in the real world, which is why it's such a great program. And one of the reasons Centennial is nationally recognized is because the way that we go about executing our companies is how you would realistically in the real world, and that's what teaches you how to run a business. But yeah, so that's kind of the finance aspect. We did exceed sales projections, which was super exciting. Our team worked so hard. We had over 500 students come to open house it was 8 to 3:30, and 500 students came and showed support, which is
Wow.
super nice, yeah. So it was a good experience for sure.
Nicely done. So tell us a little bit more about the Starlight box.
Yeah, so in the Starlight box, we have 2 curated outfits plus an accessorizable item. So in all, in our boxes, there's 3 items. And whether that be 3 clothing items, 2 clothing items with 1 accessorizable item, so that could be a hat, that could be sunglasses, that could be a jacket over a dress. We aim to hit 3 curated items, so you are getting your money's worth with that $99 price point. And you had mentioned why we prices typically have that $99.99. We do have a rounded pricing, so where it seems more appealing to the eye.
Right.
So for example, if someone was able, were to see $99.99 on something, they'd kind of be drifted away from that price versus just $99 flat. And with the $4.59 that we had, it just appeals more to the eye, which is why we don't use that specific pricing strategy, but we use another one instead.
There is a number bias and everything is price. So.
Yes, so that is what is in the Starlight box. Then we can move on.
So these are a list of our corporate sponsors. A big part of the math that goes into virtual business is the real math behind it. And so this is actually something that, as the Director of Public Relations, I deal with. So throughout the year, we have so many different ongoing events, including our open house. And throughout the year, typically our team makes it to a bunch of our competitions, including one in New York. And that costs real money.
I was going to say, because I know you guys go to New York and I've
Yeah.
seen that many times, and that's big.
That's generally one of our big appeals to getting people in the class. I kept
Yes,
telling
right.
them, I said, if I can't sell you on our product, I hope I can sell you on the New York trip. But
That shouldn't take much doing right there, but anyway.
But we do have to fundraise a lot of money, and so that's part of my job. And these are some of our great corporate sponsors that generously supported us throughout this beginning of the year. And together, through all of them, we were able to raise about $4,200. So we're very grateful for them.
Glad that you guys were able to recognize those sponsors as well here on Doing the Math.
Yeah, no.
So nicely done. So come on back over here for a quick minute. That was the end of your presentation,
Yes,
right?
that
Just want to
is.
make sure you hit this corporate sponsor right there. So when is your competition coming up? So I know
Yes.
that you've got, because this is, like you're in it, but
Yeah.
what's
yeah,
the next
so
step?
we started preparing in the summer. That's when we had our business idea where everyone was pitching in their ideas that they had. But the competition is coming up December 9th. That is our state competition. So that's going to be super exciting. They're coming up a couple more months and we're going to start competing, but they are coming up.
I was going to say, because
Yeah.
that's when you start making the moves, win the
Yeah.
state, move on, and then
Yes.
start dominating then
Yes.
after that, right?
Yeah, so that's the goal. Our goal this year is to make it to nationals and place high and continue Centennial's legacy.
Well, that is the goal, is to place in nationals. The goal is to win nationals,
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's like, all right, we got there, that's all nice,
Yeah,
right?
so step by step, we're taking it step by step, but our team is working hard every single day, and I'm so proud of all the effort that they've been putting in. So I'm excited to see how far we do end up, and I have faith in our team.
Yeah.
Well, here's what you guys are going to do. You guys are going to do well, and what you're going to do is you're going to come back and let us know how you did, all right? Because I have every confidence you guys are going to be able to move on to nationals and do well. You come back on Do the Math, you go, hey, old man, we're back here again, and guess what? This is what we got. This is how much more money we got. So anyway, Carter, Noor, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Continued success to your program, and hope Morova makes a ton of money.
Thank you.
All right,
All
thank
right.
you so much.